Hey, good morning, folks. I'm Live Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa here with the MLive Morning Weather Update. Welcome to May 2nd. Some of you just kind of seeing a few flakes in the air. A lot of folks seeing a few flakes in the air, but some areas, northwest lower Michigan, around Mansalona and Gaylord and some higher spots in Traverse City, looking quite wintry. So I'm going to start with one of our Facebook friends from the Michigan Weather Group, Jim in Mansalona. And yeah, it looks like he's just about ready for summer here in Michigan. You know, he's got the pool already. He's got the outdoor table and chairs out, and maybe if we get a chilly evening, he's got the little fireplace out there, and looks like he's got the garden ready to go. Yeah, he's saying about 6 inches in Mansalona this morning. All right, so let's look at the radar, and it still shows blue. By the way, up near the Marquette area, anywhere from 12 to 17 inches of snow in the last 24 hours or so. So another area of snow rotating southward through the UP into northern lower right now. Southern lower, we're mostly dry, but we do have concentrated showers southwest corner, and then a few bands of showers in the rest of southern Michigan. But that's going to fill in with some rainfall as we get into the afternoon, late morning afternoon. Wanted to show you this because I found this to be a very odd warnings map. Winter storm warning in the western UP, and the bright red over in Minnesota and Iowa, that's a red flag warning. That means very dry conditions, very dry air, relative humidity down to 15% there, and a lot of wind. And you don't often see such a dry air mass right up adjacent to a storm system. So I just saw that and I thought, oh, that's kind of odd looking. Here's the radar forecast for today, and this is what we can expect as far as those areas of precipitation in the north rotating southward into southern lower Michigan. So let's take a look at it now. Here's the radar forecast. We go to 10, 11, noon, and there you can see rain starting to develop in the northeast, Alpena to Tawas, Oscoda, into the Tri-Cities, Saginaw Bay City, Midland, into the Thumb, heading toward Flint, 1 o'clock and 2 and 3. So as we get into the afternoon, you'll start to get showers in the whole Ann Arbor area, maybe Lansing, definitely the entire Detroit area, Oakland County. So it's a showery, wet afternoon in the southeast and in the Thumb. Northern lower Michigan still can have spurts of snow mixed with rain, tough to accumulate during the daylight hours because it's May 2nd, if you believe it. Tuesday, today, 6 p.m., still showery in the east and the southeast, and still snow showery. Now, this is 10 o'clock tonight, so showers continue to rotate southward through lower Michigan, through the southern part of the state. So basically what you're looking at is anywhere today at any time you could get hit by showers. Southern half of the state, Grand Rapids to the Detroit area, all along there, more likely in the afternoon and more sporadic than what we had at times yesterday when it was a little more steady. Not a whole lot of snowfall left, fortunately. Maybe another dusting or so in northwest lower Michigan, and then in the UP, maybe another 1 to 3 inches of snowfall. All right, now let's look forward, and let's look forward to some much better weather. I told you, I teased you in my start here that we got some orange colors on the temperature maps. Let's show you what's going to happen. Basically, we're going to go fairly quiet for a while, and that's good news. We can use some quiet weather. So tomorrow, this is tomorrow, and most should be dry, except for the Thumb. You could have still some an area, a period of showers rotate through in the morning hours, but The rest of tomorrow should be dry. And one thing that red flag warning in Minnesota signifies is dry air. And so that should help us get some sunshine back. Carrie Draper, is this the end of the snow? Hopefully, yes, I do believe it's the end of the snow. I don't think that, we may still have a frost and or freeze down to, 30 in some cold spots, but this should be the end of snow. Should be, but weather is wacky this year. All right, so now we're into Thursday, dry, lower Michigan. We're into Friday, still should be dry, lower Michigan's trying to warm up. Not a robust warm-up pattern, but 3 to 5 degrees each day until we settle back to 70 being pretty easy by early next week. Sunday, dry. And Monday, maybe late, a dying storm system. This shows you that we have upper level high pressure because the storms coming into our area now are going to be in the weakening, almost diminishing out phase. This is Tuesday. So we're going to be fairly dry here the next week or more. This is next Wednesday, and that would be our next shot at rainfall. And that's 9 or 10 days out. Note that the European, a good model, has a pitfall in that it always tries to, well, not always, but a lot of times it tries to be cold on as you get farther out. And it signifies it wants to bring another cold shot of air. But remember, this is the deterministic mode of this model and not the greatest at 10 days out, but excellent in the short term. So here's, like I said, now on Wednesday, notice that this is Wednesday morning. Notice the thumb and, maybe into Tuscola County could get clipped on Wednesday with a patch of showers, but otherwise we're dry. And we're dry on Thursday in lower Michigan. Friday may send a stray shower toward the Traverse City area, but otherwise dry in lower Michigan. All right, how about seeing some orange? Let's do it. Let's see some orange on the high temperature map. Definitely not for today, when we will probably see many areas reach a record cold high temperature. So upper 30s and low 40s for highs could be the coldest May 2nd ever recorded in many spots. Tomorrow, a lot of 50s, maybe getting to 60 in the Grand Rapids, Kalamazoo area. Thursday, a lot of places 58, 59 degrees. Michael Predmore, I hope to pull those Hawaiian shirts out for sure. And hello, Eaton Rapids, Karen Garza. This is Friday. Pretty nice. 65-ish, we'll call it in a lot of places. Remember, shoreline areas right up near the water can be drastically different. And the models kind of indicate that with that thin ribbon of blue around the edge of the mitten. Saturday, we'll call it, 64 to 68 in a lot of places. Northern lower Michigan warming up too. Sunday, flirting with 70. Call it upper 60s. Maybe a spot that hits 70. Next Monday, low 70s. Next Tuesday, this model wants to indicate upper 70s. Probably would take a southwest wind for that. I don't see that. So, let's call it 75. Now, remember, this is the European, which was showing that that northerly wind developing. And so who knows if this will actually happen Wednesday and Thursday of next week, get colder. But the point is, when you get a north-northeast wind, you can get this intense temperature gradient of 70s in the south and 40s in the north. What I was going to show you is the 6 to 10 day forecast leans slightly toward warmer than normal. And at that point, our average highs are mid 60s. And then the 8 to 14 day leans slightly toward warmer than normal, meaning You have a 33% chance of having normal conditions, which is very nice in May. You have about a 40% chance of being warmer than normal. And then whatever's left, you'd have a 27% chance of being cooler than normal, colder than normal. But it tends to say that we wouldn't be, if we were to be colder than normal in the 6 to 10 and 8 to 14 day, because there's still a chance of that, it tends to say that we wouldn't be much cooler than normal, which in all, it means very nice weather. So there you go. That's the MLive morning weather update. One more ugly day, and then it's a little better on Wednesday, a little better on Thursday, a little better on Friday, a little better on Saturday, a little better on Sunday, a little better on Monday. We like that trend, don't we? Take care. Have yourselves a great Tuesday. I'm MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa.